what a fish is? Actually, stupid question, because they end up on the end of our line and land on our plate on a daily basis. You may think there's probably trillions of fish in our oceans and lakes. There's no way we can make a dent to their population. If you did, you're wrong. The fact is that fish are dying at an alarming rate. Between the years 1970 and 2020, the migratory freshwater fish population has decreased by a whopping 81%. No, fish have not decided to pack their bags and take a rocket ship to Mars. So, why are fish dying? Overfishing.
Let's start simple. What is overfishing? Overfishing means we're catching fish faster than they can reproduce. And we're not just slightly off balance here. Canada catches about 1.1 million tons of fish in aquatic life every year. Globally, 200 million tons. Still not convinced it's a big deal? In 1992, the Atlantic cod fishery in Canada collapsed. Populations of cod in some areas were almost wiped out and unlikely to recover anytime soon. Some populations dropped by 90 to 95%. Overnight, tens of thousands of jobs were lost.
Listing all the effects of the declining fish population would be endless, so here's some important points to take away. The loss of biodiversity would make the ecosystems more delicate. The food webs would be destroyed as many predator-prey relationships would disappear. The fish supply would decrease, making the prices increase, and smaller native fish populations would allow invasive species to take over the ecosystem.
That's not it. Marine life is extremely important to the climate because they're one of the Earth systems that keeps the greenhouse gases under control. The ocean absorbs 25 to 30% of all human-caused carbon dioxide emissions. Corals use carbon to create weak structure and can store it for hundreds of thousands of years. The ocean has an advanced method of keeping carbon emissions under control called the marine carbon pump system.
Marine carbon pump system is a natural system in the ocean when tiny marine organisms like phytoplankton use photosynthesis to absorb atmospheric carbon. Then, mesopelagic fish, or zooplankton, which we can call the carbon transporters of the ocean, eat the microscopic organisms and take the carbon down to the mesopelagic zone of the ocean. If the ocean still hasn't tried hard enough to save us, here's another. Whales acquire lots of carbon throughout their lives and are so committed to storing it that they take it to their grave. They literally keep the carbon in their body for hundreds of years after their death.
Overfishing kills fish that are crucial to maintaining a healthy climate and ecosystem. Without them, the worldwide temperature would increase way faster than it already is. Of course, there are possible solutions to this major problem that are realistic and relatively simple to accomplish as a community. First off, banning harmful fishing methods like bottom trawling. Bottom trawling is a technique used by commercial fishermen to catch large quantities of fish at once. They drag huge nets on the ocean floor, catching many organisms in its wake, ranging from small fish to corals. Some aquatic life that fishermen weren't targeting are thrown back into the water, but most of the time, it's too late for them to have a surviving chance due to the lack of oxygen.
When you think of eating less fish, does it seem like a huge problem? Probably not, but many coastal indigenous nations have fished sustainably for thousands of years, using sustainable methods that kept fish stocks healthy and ecosystems balanced. When we have large businesses relying on the most efficient fish catching tools, we destroy those healthy practices that local people depend on. In some areas, warming waters and declining fish stocks are forcing indigenous communities to travel farther and sometimes change their targeted species. Protecting fish and stopping destructive practices isn't only about biodiversity or carbon, it's also about supporting indigenous communities. By honoring rights, recognizing traditional knowledge, and giving communities a stronger role in fisheries management helps restore balance.
Solving overfishing in North America isn't just about catching fewer fish. It's about changing how we manage the ocean so that they can recover and stay healthy for the future. One key step is getting science-based quotas that match what fish populations can sustain. This prevents stocks from collapsing and allows the ecosystems to rebuild. Another solution is expanding and enforcing marine protected areas. By giving parts of the ocean time to heal from constant fishing, habitats like seagrass beds, kelp forests, and coral gardens can recover, which benefits both biodiversity and coastal communities.
Supporting and respecting indigenous stewardship is also essential. Many First Nations, Inuit, and Métis communities have managed local fisheries for thousands of years and bring deep knowledge about sustainable harvesting. Partnering with these communities helps design policies that work on the ground. Finally, tackling illegal, unreported, and destructive fish practices, such as bottom trawling in sensitive areas, makes the whole system fairer and more sustainable. Combined with consumer choices like buying certified sustainable seafood, these measures can help ensure Canada's oceans remain productive and resilient in the face of climate change.
Our buddy John has one more thing to add.
Fish are dying, communities are crying, and Haiti is thriving.
Thank you very much, John.